Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to Hamish Mulligan McGregor's PGA Tour career, where he will compete against the best professional golfers in the most challenging events of his career. Let's see if he has what it takes to be world number one. So let's leave the opponent difficulty to normal. It says here they can shoot anything between -7 to -10. I will ramp up the conditions difficulty to hard, and we will leave rounds per event to 1. But really looking forward to introducing Hamish Mulligan McGregor to the channel career mode. Made famous in PGA Tour, Tiger Woods, one of the fantastic characters back in the glory days. But let's select Harold Varner III as our first rival. I will try and select courses that you've probably not seen players play, but we will be competing in the Bluff Championship. Let's select a different course. Sadly, the select a course is taking really long to load in. But let's select the Northern Lights Club. That certainly sounds fitting for a Scotsman on his journey to be the world's number one. But I really hope you are going to enjoy this series, guys. Let's take a look at the course settings. Medium west, firm, fast, everything default. Let's get right into this.
Next on the tee, from Inverkilty, Scotland, Hamish Mulligan McGregor.
So here we are on hole number 1 of Hamish's first PGA Tour career event, and I have hit an outstanding tee shot. That is going to comfortably take us down the left-hand side of the fairway and leave me nothing more than a pitch shot into this opening green. But Hamish Mulligan McGregor was a fictional golfer featured in the Tiger Woods PGA Tour series. I think he was one of the final opponents in the round of the Tiger Challenges. And as you can imagine, being a Scotsman, I absolutely adored playing him, loved playing against him. There's a tiny slow, and that is going to come up way short and right. But we do have an opening birdie putt. But I really hope you are going to enjoy this series, guys. I'm not sure how many events I am going to showcase on the channel. Probably the bigger and better events. But if you are new to the channel, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the content, please make sure to leave a like. I've really underread that lag putt, and that needs to stop. That is going to leave me a testing putt for par. Green speeds are 159. Still a lot of work to do here. I do secure the par. So decent start to the Bluff Championship here at the Northern Lights Club. And we are going to move on to hole number 2. It is a par 5. It's a fairly short par 5. Let's take this down the right-hand side with a tiny bit of fade. Turn this against the wind and see if we can leave ourselves a reachable second shot into the green. And that's going to work out perfectly. But stay tuned to the channel, guys, for some tips and tricks videos coming up. I have been experimenting with my current build. The more I play it, the more I like it, and hopefully it will help a few of you guys out. So 5 wood, try to find the left-hand side of this green, but that wind is not moving me at all. It's trying to there. That is going to ensure I do have a lengthy eagle putt, but my goodness, that wind did not move me whatsoever. It's a 9-mile-per-hour wind. That ball basically stayed straight. But it is an uphill putt. Certainly breaking more from right to left than anything. I don't think I've hit that firm enough. It's got a chance of turning back, but I did underhit it. But that is going to ensure our first tap-in birdie of the round, and I do manage to get to 1 under par. So hole number 3. This is actually a drivable par 4. Just going to try and find the gap between the 2 bunkers here. Whether or not we've got enough length just to kick up onto the front of the green. It's a solid strike, but that tiny slow is going to take me in towards the bunker. That's disappointing. Let's see if we can get up and down for the birdie here. As long as I'm not too far past the pin, there is a helping slope. So let's apply full backspin. Certainly need to land this short of the pin in that slope. And let the greens do the rest. It's a great execution. Almost checked up. Really close to the pin, but that slope just really diverting the ball away from the cup. It's an uphill putt. I've got a feeling this course is going to be exceptionally tough, especially with the firm and fast conditions. The greens look a real test. But back-to-back birdies for Hamish. Great start. Par birdie birdie. Long may it continue. And what an aerial shot of the course there. Hole number 4. It's a long par 3. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to be long and try and use this backstop. So let's apply full backspin to this 5-iron. Play the wind. Try and find that basin. That's a lovely strike. How is that ball going so far left? That is obscene. That could be OB. I have got no shot from here. And I really cannot figure the swing mechanics out in this game, especially the swing line. I'm seeing guys hitting Zs and Ss and it's going laser beam straight. I'm hitting the ball fairly straight and it's going so far left or right off target, it's ridiculous. This ball doesn't stop. I just need to land this right at the front of the green and hope for the best. That didn't come out as well as I had hoped. And I've basically got to try and chip this in. Let's be aggressive here, but not too aggressive where the ball's going to disappear down the tiers of the green. Big shot coming up here. That's got a chance. Should turn. Oh, we've just missed that on the right-hand side. That is going to be our first bogey of the round. It will take me back to 1 under par. So par, birdie, birdie, bogey start. I've got a feeling this is going to be a roller coaster of a round and a ride for Hamish Mulligan McGregor. Hole number 5. It's another par 5. Let's take this down the right-hand side. Just applied a tiny bit of draw. It's a lovely strike. This ball is going to kick hard to the right, and it should be another par 5, which we can comfortably reach into. This is a really nice course. Never played it. I think this was the Canadian guy, Crazy Canuck. I'm sure this is one of his designs. So full off, full backspin. Let's try and chase this 5-wood up onto the front of the green. Oh, that is a huge slope. Absolute laser beam perfect swing line too. That's bunker bound. Did not swing quick enough there. And with that, we've missed it pin by 34 yards almost. Big bunker shot coming up again. Going to have to rely on my short game to try and walk away with birdie here. That needs to sit down. It was a good out. Played the bunker shot superbly. Just didn't check up quickly as I had hoped. But it's still a makeable putt. 17 feet out. Turning from right to left, but we will play it through the break with a bit of pace. That's on a good line. And it's a fantastic birdie. And with that, I get back to 2 under. Cool bridge there. Brandt Snedeker currently leading the opening event. Let's take this down the right-hand side of this fairway. Tiny bit of draw. Try to take these bunkers out of play here. It's a lovely strike. And that should hopefully leave me nothing more than a wedge into this green. Ideal tee shot there. But what on earth is this? There's no way I can hold this green. I'm going to try and play for the right-hand side of the green with full backspin. Tiny bit of fade combined with the wind. Set it out left, bring it back. Oh, it's a tiny slope. And with the wind and the fade, it's certainly a place I didn't want to be, but I've got no idea how you're meant to hold that green there. Not in these firm conditions. Would probably have to have been long, and then it was still a horrible putt. So Hamish in real trouble here. Just need to feather this down the slope. It's never holding. It doesn't matter what I do here. This ball's going to disappear all the way to the other side and off the green. Could well be a chip or a shot from the bunker. Try to use that heavy rough to my advantage, but even then, I had no distance or spin control there. That is a horrible approach shot into this green, by the way. Going to have to try and chip this in for par. No, it's going to come up short. So what a round, bar the first hole. My scorecard has been littered with birdies and bogeys. I dropped back down to 1 under, 1 shot off the lead. Hole number 7. With that 9-mile-per-hour wind, let's apply full backspin. I don't think we'll need the backstop. It's a tiny fast, it's going to be left, but the yardage was absolutely bang on. It's going to be a birdie opportunity. This time from 19 feet out, slightly downhill. Breaking both ways, but just going for the outside right edge of the cup. Playing this dead weight down the slope. And hopefully we've got the read. It's a good putt. That should turn. It does turn right into the heart of the cup. And this is some entertaining round we're witnessing here. It's up and down. I share the lead with Lydia Ko. And hole number 8. Huge fairway to work with here. It's going to turn us against the wind. Play for the centre of the fairway. And really enjoying this so far. Like I say, guys, I hope this is a series you guys want to see regularly on the channel, combined with some course reviews, some competitive play, and I am going to start introducing some tips and tricks that may help you out, along with EA Sports PGA Tour news and gameplay. And like I say, cannot wait for the channel to go from strength to strength. This should be money. That tiny push right has took me about 15 yards right of my intended target, and too much backspin. This could be a nasty putt. Anything too far past this flag, and as you can see, that ball is gone. Don't want to be too greedy here. Just going to lag this up to the hole as close as possible and try and walk away with a par. I've underhit that, understandably so. It is going to ensure I walk away with the par, but this course is no joke. Like I say, it's a course I've never played. Certainly not in PGA Tour 2K23, but I am going to try and keep things fresh regarding the career mode. Try to play courses that some other guys haven't. And let's bring the best rounds and the biggest events to the channel. That's a fast, but this ball's going to kick hard right. Certainly wanting to avoid the slow off the tee shot there. I haven't enabled the replays or anything because, as we all know, guys, they're still not great. Really in between clubs here. 97 yards, that's 7-mile-per-hour wind. Let's see if there is a pitch shot available. I think 88. A little bit of top spin and de-loft. This lands at the front of the green. Hopefully it's got the legs to run up towards the pin. It's a great shot. That needs to go. I'm surprised that came up so short. That's going to run off the green, sadly. I thought I absolutely played that as well as I could have. It is a chip-in opportunity from the light rough. I've hit that too far. That needs to stop. Pushed my swing line right there, and this is certainly a missable putt for the par. 12 feet out. This could well be a huge putt coming up. Surely that turns. It's another good read. Fortunately, it's another par in the card, but what an entertaining and messy front nine there on the scorecard. Brandt Snedeker, Lydia Ko, and Hamish McGregor all have a share of the lead. I think we can carry this bunkers to the right-hand side. Wind's going to take us out there. And that is a superb tee shot. Could well be nothing more than a wedge, maybe even a pitch shot. 118 yards, down 4 feet. It's another horrible green. I don't see how this ball stops. I'm going to have to try and attack this first slope, full backspin, and hopefully it sits. It's tiny fast, and look how far left that ball is going. That is criminal. That's missed the green. Is it going to hang on? No. You've got very little room for error out in this course, and this is what I want. This is what I want to see. I expected the AI to shoot a little bit better, but obviously they're struggling out there in the course as well, which makes it pretty realistic. I'm sure this course would be far easier if it wasn't firm, fast conditions, especially with the greens. And this is a horrible looking par 3. I'm going to have to try and play for that slope, defending the pin. Just applied a tiny bit of fade. Anything right and it's dead. It's a great strike. That fade's not kicking in. I've just carried that slope. This ball's going to run off the green now. Watch it. There we go. Disappears into the light rough. And we've got to make sure we get this up the slope and it doesn't come back down. This course really tests your entire game. I've played that well, get in the hole. What a fantastic chip shot. Couldn't have played that any better. I do pick up the birdie and I move to 3 under par. That gives me the solo lead of this first PGA Tour event. And hole number 12, it's another stunning par 5. Going to take this down the left centre off the fairway. Allow the wind to take us out to the right. It's another lovely strike. And I think it's another par 5 that we can really reach into. Certainly looks and feels like a links course. Something that Hamish McGregor is well accustomed to. There's a fast. I did push it right. I don't think that's got the legs to get up to the top tier of the green. Anything but a slow there was always going to be fine. And that is going to be another lengthy uphill putt for the eagle. This is just a case of getting it as close as we can for the birdie. And see if we can start to put a bit of daylight between myself and the chasing pack. What a statement it would be if Hamish could win his debut event on the PGA Tour career. But this is a nasty putt. It's turning hard right and then back towards the hole. I've got the weight. This has actually got a chance if it turns. Come on, go, go. I don't have the weight. I really felt I hit that firm enough to give it a chance. It's a 9-foot putt for birdie. Certainly missable. Not today though. I do move to 4 under par, so solid start to the back 9. Par, birdie, birdie. Let's see if we can avoid any bogeys on the back 9. We had plenty of them on the front. And hole number 13. It's a short par 4 into an elevated green. There's a huge fast, taking the ball way over to the left-hand side. It's another member's bounce. I think I recall Hamish's stats in PGA Tour. I think his luck was 100%. And hopefully that carries on and continues with me in PGA Tour 2K. It was such a cool feature in EA Sports PGA Tour where you had these Tiger challenges against fictional and non-fictional characters. And hopefully we maybe do see the return of that in EA Sports PGA Tour, which I'm so excited about, guys. Stay tuned to the channel for more information regarding that game. But that is another fantastic birdie. Great approach shot. 3 consecutive birdies takes me to 5 under par. And I am starting to put a little bit of daylight between me and the chasing pack. Number 14. Oh, do we have enough fairway to work with here? I'm going to pull this back to 3-wood. Using the wind to my advantage. There's a perfect. Bar 1 or 2 shots, been really happy with how I'm swinging. I've got no schedule at the moment, guys. I'm still feeling extremely weak and tired, and that will be the case for the next 3, 4, 5 weeks. But I'm at least aiming for 3 to 4, maybe 5 videos per week. So stay with me. And if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. I will leave the link to that in the video description. And my early 1981's World of Golf Discord channel. We have some fantastic members in there. Great interactions. All like-minded people. That slow there really affected the distance of the ball. Cautious chip shot. It didn't come out as hot as I expected it to. But that is going to ensure my par here. Little breaker from left to right. It's our second par of the back 9, and it keeps me at 5 under. JT Poston making a move. How difficult are these par 3s? Anything long, I'm dead. Anything short, it's not getting up that slope. I'm going to have to play for the left of the pin and try and hold the flag pin high. We get it perfect. It's a tiny push right. That ball is going to stay right. Yardage is absolutely fantastic. It's still going to be a treacherous putt. But my goodness, these greens are not for the faint-hearted. I just want to get this as close as possible, walk away with a par, and move on to the next hole. That should turn. That should turn. Didn't hit it. Really good read too, but oh my, I was going to say, where's that going to go now? Still a missable putt. Going to fire this in. Still got a 3-shot lead. Let's take this down the right-hand side, using the wind. Tiny fast. That wind's really bringing me back round though. We are going to find the centre of the fairway. But it just seems to me every time I play this game, my swing line's just different. I've got to swing differently to get a consistently straight swing, which is nigh impossible. Sand wedge is made for this. Absolute made for this. Let's try and see if we can just get this as close to the pin. This should be a flag hunter. We get the perfect. It's got a tiny bit of D-loft. I actually didn't need it, but it should sit down fairly quickly. Didn't need that D-loft. Fantastic approach shot though. Missable putt once again. A lot of movement in this. Surely that turns. It does turn. We've had a far cleaner scorecard on the back 9. 4 birdies. No bogey so far. Hopefully I've not just jinxed myself. Hole number 17. Just going to try and draw this against the wind. Oh, it's a slow. Didn't play for the slow. That could kick into the rough, you know. No. The luck of Hamish McGregor once again keeping us in play. 134 up 16. Gap wedge is absolutely made for this with a little bit of D-loft. Let's see if we can find the right-hand side of the pin. It's another perfect. Wind's taking that round beautifully. This should release out. Get in the hole. What an approach shot that is. Absolutely sublime. Sets up another birdie. I do move to 7 under par. Hole number 18. It looks like we could well be winning our debut event on the PGA Tour career with Hamish Mulligan McGregor. What an achievement if we can. What a statement we are setting out to the rest of the field. And Hamish's quest to be the world #1. It's another par 5 that we can comfortably reach into here. Just got to carry that bunker. Slope's going to shoot hard left at my feet. Wind's going to bring it back. It's a tiny slow and a tiny push. And we all know the outcome here. I've missed the green to the right. It's heavy rough. Not the best of locations there. Still a lot of work to do. Let's see if we can just land this. 6 feet short of the pin. It looks a straightforward putt. This should release out from the heavy rough. It's decent. It should run out. That didn't run out at all. It's checked up. Normally coming out the heavy rough there, that ball releases out another 2-3 yards, but that uphill slope just killed the momentum. Can we finish with the birdie here? I've overhit that. It needs to get in. It needs to get... Oh my goodness, how did that not drop? This could well be a missable putt for the par. Do you not want to sour this event with a bogey on the 18th? Disappointed enough not picking up the birdie. That's tracking well, and we do drain it right into the heart off the cut for a final par. And wow, what a first round event for Hamish Mulligan McGregor, walking away with the Bluff Championship trophy. But that is it for today's round, guys. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.